For daily Ask Reddit. r/ask Reddit. Parents of Reddit, what is the most embarrassing thing your child has done in public? If you enjoy the video, drop a like and subscribe so you never miss a video. Not me, but my mom. When my brother was little, him and my mom went to the grocery store, and I guess he wasn't getting his way. He cowered and loudly said, "Mom, don't hit me." My mom would never hit any of her children, but I think she might have thought about it that day. When my son was 4, he loved to wail on his younger brother, as siblings do, and so was constantly being scolded that it was not okay to hit. So then he gets in trouble, and what comes out of his mouth? "Just don't hit me, Dada. It's not okay to hit. It's not okay to hit." When my daughter was 2.5, my son was born. Cue 3-year-old daughter noticing son has different parts. After intense interrogation, I've covered boys have different bits than girls. But what's it called? Boy bits, tinkle. Multiple generic non-penis words were attempted. She wasn't having it. So I said it's a penis. That was that. She was happy with her new knowledge. Roll on the weekly food shop, where she told the young male cashier, "You have a penis." Poor lad went redder than a tomato. 3-year-old grinned, pleased with herself. She's 14 and this still haunts me. My uncle owned a store, and once I needed some duct tape and got it free from there. The same day we were in another store, I was about to pay, and my child said, "Are you going to leave without paying here as well?" I went shopping with my sister and niece once, and in the car I'm talking about how poor I am and how I don't have any money. So we are at the mall, and I pick out a dress I want, and I tell my sister I'm going to get it. My niece yells my name and says, "But you don't have any money." All eyes were on me, and I thought I was going to melt through the floor. Be careful what you say around kids, because they take things literally. I was heavily pregnant with my second kid and my oldest was 2 at the time. We were at my ob/Gynapt waiting to be called. This random guy walks out with his wife from where the doctor rooms are, and my oldest jumps out his chair, screams "Daddy, Daddy," and runs to the random guy. This guy looked mortified and awkward and said "Sorry buddy, I'm not." My son looked nothing like this guy, and it was extremely embarrassing trying waddle up to this guy and try to pry my 2-year-old off a random man. Pushing her in a cart at Home Depot. She just slowly looks at me and says I couldn't hold it, and I'm like, "Wait, what?" Then I look behind us to see a long line of urine on the floor. She didn't even tell me she had to go. One of my daughters, around age 3 or 4, was with her somewhat socially conservative grandmother. Mind your P's and Q's, be polite, be on your best behavior, etc. In a small town, everybody knows everybody. Grocery store. Grandma introduces my daughter to someone she's known in town for decades. "Jenny, this is Ms. Longtime Friend." The friend bends down, extends a hand to my daughter and says, "Hello. I've known your grandma forever. I'm Ms. Longtime Friend." My daughter takes her hand and says, "Hello, I'm Jenny," and then, turning around and bending over, grabs her butt cheeks and, doing her best Ace Ventura imitation, says, "And this is my talking booty." I'm fairly confident that, 20 years later, I have yet to be forgiven for allowing my daughter to have seen that movie. My 4-year-old had about 1,000,000 questions about the body and eventually started asking where babies come from. We told him everything except what sex was. Fast forward, I'm at lunch with my son, my mother-in-law, and 3 of her friends. One of the friends turns to my son and asks how old he is and when his birthday is. My son replies to a 75-year-old woman, "I came out of my mom's vagina on April 25th. I tried my best not to laugh and quickly changed the subject. I was with my daughter in a Walmart. She was about 5 at the time. She asked if she could try on a skirt, and I said yes, but afterward refused to put her pants back on, demanding she gets the skirt. After multiple times of refusing her demand, she took off the skirt, but still refused to put her pants back on, crying and screaming. So here is an adult male close to 30 carrying a 5 crying screaming girl under one arm while carrying her pants in the other hand and marching out of the Walmart. Interestingly, no one tried to stop me or alerted the security or police.